Minasan, konnichiwa. Ronda Rousey has something to prove? That has got to be one of the most ludicrous statements I've ever heard. Who are these people? Like, seriously. Who are these people? Yeah. Oh, Ronda Rousey should fight a man. For what? For what? For what? For what? For what? For what? What? Are you guys saying that the women she fought aren't tough, or she just beat a bunch of women? Is that what you're saying? Because I'd like to see any guy step in the ring with any of the women she fought and do better, or even somewhat as evenly as Ronda Rousey did. Let me explain why this gets on my nerves. Okay. Now, there's the whole, physical differences between, men and women, of course, but biologically, I'm not trying to be chauvinistic. It's just the biological, physical differences between men and women are there, of course. A lot of women, do have the strength to overpower that. There are a lot of female bodybuilders, and who are physically stronger than most men. This is a proven fact. Women like Ronda Rousey and the other MMA fighters who just happen to be female, they're trained in the exact same, ferocious, intense environment that the men are. They just happen to be women. Their hair just might happen to be a little bit longer. They just happen to have the ability to have to produce children. That's about where the differences end, pretty much. It does not mean Ronda Rousey has anything to prove. She has nothing to prove. To no one. Not to me, not to anyone on sports, any of the sports networks, or anyone anywhere. Now, should she continue fighting? I hope she does. And here's the burning question. What if she ever loses? What if she does? So what? Losses happen, but the record she's accumulated before the losses stands on its own. Will she go down as one of the greatest of all time? Probably. And it's well deserved. She earned it. She didn't just wake up one morning and was just handed all this stuff. No, she woke up one morning early, started training, and kept training, and then she became one of the best. There's nothing wrong with that. She's earned her victories. She's trained and trained and trained and got them. Why would a winner need to prove anything? What does a winner need to prove? What does someone who's won, who's succeeded, have to prove to anybody? There is nothing to prove. The reason I'm getting heated about this is because I hate that we live in this time and place where every victory has an asterisk by it, no matter how well earned the victory is. Because I can't think, because athletics to me, and I'm not the biggest sports fan in the world. I'm really not. But athletics to me is one of those things where you have to work at it. You have to do, Of course, there are ways to cheat and everything, and as we've all learned with Lance Armstrong, sometimes those ways are found out. But but with things like mixed martial arts, UFC, Bellator, wherever, that can only get you so far. And Ronda Rousey hasn't necessarily won all her fights with power moves. She's straight just vicious with that arm breaker, or that arm bar, because she can. I mean, if any of you saw the last fight, and you had to have seen it, because it is literally the time it takes for probably time for this YouTube video to start. You could go see that fight, but it's just it's just incredible to me that there are people out there who thinks, oh, she should fight a guy to solidify her legacy. No, she shouldn't. Her legacy is solidified. If anything, that'll take her from a solidified legacy to a legendary status. Because chances are she could beat a guy. I mean, I don't know if she'd ever beat Brock Lesnar, unless Brock Lesnar got cocky, thought he could take her, let the punch out there too long as she dodged, locked his arm up real quick, he'd probably tap out rather fast. Because, I'm sorry, when your arm is being pinched and twisted in a direction that God did not mean for the human arm to go, That's gonna hurt. But to sum up, I cannot believe that this is a question. Does Ronda Rousey have something to prove? The answer from this guy, this black guy with the glasses, who's a nerd, who just happens to have a digital camcorder, who makes YouTube videos, and from this guy, from my humble opinion, does she have anything to prove? A resounding no. Resounding no. Guys, get it together, people. Get it together. Okay? She's winning. Stop that hating. Just stop the hating. Right now, boo-boo. Stop that hating. I don't know why you guys expect anything, any less goofiness to come from this than it already does. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys real soon. Minasan, sayonara.